Influencers are out here saying stupid things again, unsurprisingly. More people than ever are getting their filler removed, and what the fuck is this sunburn competition in Florida? Welcome to Ugly News, and let's start off with influencer model Amelia Hamlin gets Botox in her armpits as she calls deodorant a toxin. Do you get it? Claiming that Botox, unlike deodorants, can't clog our glands with toxins. Oh, I just realized who she is. She's Lisa Rinna's daughter, right? Harry Hamlin, yeah. So instead of toxic deodorant, she's gone from Botox, which is the brand name for botulinum toxin. A neurotoxin. It's a literal toxin that she's injecting into her armpits. This doesn't surprise me. There's something very LA about this, you know? It's very EWG, smoothie for your skin kind of vibes. I mean, if you can afford to get this done, why not? But usually this is a procedure for people with excessive sweating, not people who just don't want to use deodorant, purely because of the fact that it's actually really expensive. Like, it wouldn't actually surprise me if it's something you could get done on the NHS here in the UK, but you do need a fair bit of Botox to cover your whole armpit, and that's it. That's the first story. Because I had to share it because I was like, what? We are seeing a trend of more and more people getting their overfilled faces melted away. I love watching before and afters of excessive filler to somebody's natural face. I love it. Not because I'm anti-filler, I get filler in my nose, just because some people can go too far. This is Faye of Faye Makeup Artistry over on TikTok, and she was taking part in a documentary about having filler removed. And she was ready for it. She was actually approached by a production team who basically said, "You've got too much filler, do you want to come and melt it off for a documentary?" She was already in this state of mind that she wanted it all gone. She noticed how much filler she had done over the years. She was actually really embarrassed about it. Faye mentions that she works within the beauty industry, so seeing everybody else kind of get filler and work done, she was curious about it, you know? She also thought having filler would slim down her face, but she ended up getting so much filler that it kind of did the opposite and made her face look a bit wider, a bit puffier. She was in a really unhappy place with herself, and with these constant fillers, she was trying to chase this happiness through getting more work done, you know, the outcome and loving the outcome and that making her happy. And I would say personally, like, once you get one thing done, you kind of get used to it, I would say. So then you end up thinking, oh, the results don't quite look like they did when I first had it done. Maybe I need more. Maybe I need to inject more. When really you're just used to those results, and those results kind of look natural to you. They should look natural, and that's why you should go and see an injector who knows how to say no to their clients. Her filler was dissolved by Dr. Esho, who you may know from the lip care line. And I had no idea what this would look like. I had no idea how melted filler looks, but her face looks so swollen and so painful, and Faye herself said her chin felt like an empty carrier bag, a lot of skin and like nothing in it. And even just after 24 hours, you can see such a difference in Faye's face. You can start to see her, I guess, original natural face coming through. She said she was really nervous to see her face, and I get that. Like, she hasn't seen what her natural face looks like for so long. But look at her. This is the after. This is how she looked once all the filler had been dissolved. And I am not an anti-filler person, but I do think injectors need to learn when to say no and know how to enhance people's natural features rather than completely change them. She looks absolutely stunning. Photos have emerged from Florida's Sunburn competition. I was sent this so many times. I hate this. I hate this. These pictures are allegedly from Florida's extreme sunburn competition. Now, these images were actually posted online back in August of this year. However, if you take a really close look at these pictures and the people in the background and everywhere, you'll notice something's not right. Missing fingers, general weird faces, and weirdness in general. These pictures are quite clearly AI created. Like, what's that? What's this? These images come from a post in the Cursed AI Images Facebook group, whose description reads as follows: "Step into the eerie world of AI-generated cursed art, where machines possess powers to create twisted and terrifying masterpieces. These disturbingly beautiful images created by AI will leave you questioning the very nature of technology and its place in our world." And the pictures from the group are what you'd expect from AI, basically. Even non-cursed AI images are still somewhat cursed. They always look like dreams. Do you know what I mean? You know, in your dreams, like, everything appears real, but something's always not quite right. That's what AI videos and AI art always remind me of. We need to talk about Pantone's color of the year, because there is a whole thing going on with it. Pantone's color of the year is Peach Fuzz. I used to be so excited about Pantone's color of the year until I realized you never see that color ever again. Peach Fuzz is a velvety, gentle peach whose all-embracing spirit enriches mind, body, and heart. It's peach. It's peach. We've all seen peach before. They say a warm and cozy shade, highlighting our desire for togetherness, bringing a feeling of tenderness and communicating a message of caring and sharing, community and collaboration. But Pantone having a colour of the year is not the news here. The news is the Pantone conspiracy. Watch this video.
There's this user on TikTok, her name is Ariana, and she believes that the color Pantone, who puts out the color of the year every single year, is paid off. 2017, they picked greenery as the color of the year, and in 2017, she was in a lot of weddings, and everything was like gold and blush, and like, why would this be the color of the year? She thinks it has to do with Android, because back then, nobody wanted a green bubble, and they were trying to make green bubbles cool again. Do you think it's driven by individual companies? Do you think that it's just whatever color can make them the most in licensing deals that year? Or maybe both?
The Android alien, who was super cute, I love the Android alien, would never have an Android in my life, but really cute, was everywhere. But you're also seeing that color come back now with brands like Experiment, bringing back that kind of like Y2K late 90s nostalgia. But guess what? That's also not how it works. Pantone doesn't actually decide the color of the year. On this video I saw on TikTok as a response to this video, this woman who worked in color branding as one of her jobs, yes, that's a job, which is actually super interesting. It sounds like a group of people from all different corporations and businesses get together and discuss the trending colors that they want to make trendy. Colors that they're going to launch their products in different colorways with. So all these people get together, decide on a color, including a representative from Pantone, and they all go back to their different companies and discuss what they decided that color of the year is going to be. It's super interesting. It's so interesting. It's nearly the new year. Can you believe a whole year has gone by? I hate when people say that because I'm like, yeah, literally a whole year has gone by. Like, it went quick, but it didn't at the same time. I feel like this is a bit of like a filler year. 2023 feels like it's just kind of like season 2, episode 5, like you don't really need it in there. And as always, we have a plethora of trending topics, hair care, makeup, skincare that we should be looking out for in 2024. And I want to read some highlights. Let's talk about Ectoin skincare. The searches for this have gone up by 163% into the last part of 2023. And that's because there is a bit of buzz surrounding this ingredient. This is basically an antioxidant that's really good at repairing the skin barrier, hydrating, it's anti-inflammatory. I think it's like found in like dark caves, like under rocks, protecting like bacteria that live in these extreme conditions. And that's supposedly meant to translate onto our skin. We have the usual things like skin streaming, which again is just skin minimalism. Reverse skincare seems to be a trending topic, up 57%, which is cleansing, then applying moisturizer, and then applying products. Like, don't be stupid. You can do this, but usually just recommended with things like when you're first getting into retinol or using strong actives. But for me, the most interesting, trending ingredient, which I think will actually be big next year, is hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid is said to be 100 times more powerful than bleach when it comes to fighting bacteria, whilst being super gentle on the skin. Yes, it smells a little bit like chlorine. Acne fighting, redness, it's particularly good for people with rosacea. It's anti-inflammatory. I've been using a hypochlorous acid product which I absolutely love, so I highly recommend you look out for it. The only qualm is it can potentially cancel out antioxidants, so use your vitamin C serum in the morning, then just use your barrier repairing routine in the evening and you'll be absolutely fine. But to be honest with you, I don't take much notice of these trends anymore. When we look at some of the most popular makeup trends this year, for example, we have latte makeup, strawberry makeup, uncanny valley makeup, and concealer lips. These are all trends that have come from TikTok, evolving from pretty much nowhere, often just spur of the moment idea that we couldn't have predicted back in 2022, and just videos that went viral with a term that was created for something that already existed. And the biggest skincare trends, brands, and tools we saw this year, we didn't even know were going to be around this time last year. So I don't think these trend forecasts really mean much anymore other than Google results. But often the biggest trends we see are the ones that TikTok decides, and then trend forecasting is kind of like in the background. Anyway, check out the whole When Beauty Turns Ugly playlist here, some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you over there.